Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about contracts today. Leading on from the previous video where we had created a quote, at the point at which you scroll down and press save, you get an option now within the quotes to convert to contract. This one pops up right here. So just to recap, we've created a quote, we've added assets, we've sent this off to our potential customer. The customer may have converted it to an agreement via signing the screen or might phone you up. However it's happened, you now want to change this into an actual contract. So I'm going to hit my convert to contract button here. When you need to convert to contract, obviously we have to assign an available asset to that contract. At this point, it's becoming a legal documentation. You're putting one of your assets on hire. There may be a case where you don't have the asset and you're cross-hiring. At that point, you need to bring an asset into your fleet. That can be done through assets or fleet admin. Add a new asset, bring it in. It doesn't matter if it's cross-hired, it has to exist in your system so that we can monitor it and add it to the contract and the invoices from here on in. In this case, I'm very lucky. I have a 40-ton dump truck available, DTO6. I hit DTO6 and I convert. At this point, I now have a contract. View contract takes me into the contract component either way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've now flipped over, as you've seen, into contracts, and the actual contract 200049 has opened up. I should at this point have a PO number from the customer. I'll pop one in there. The status will be sent to client, accepted on hire, etc., etc. as we go through the process of putting that machine out on hire. All of the information brought in from the system here already exists, so there shouldn't be a whole heap of work to do. Going to quote allows us to go back and make changes for those situations where we need to relook at things. The situation changes for the client, they decide they need extra, they decide they need less. We've got the capability to do it there real easy, as well as any additional charges that you're going to include at the hire point. You know, you're a pump company, you've got to add hoses, etc., etc. The idea of this platform is not to account for every single eventuality in detail, it's to allow you the opportunity to cover those eventualities as they arise. So I'm happy I've got my information here. I want to send that contract. I click here, view send contract. It's going to go to timsmith@test.co, going to carbon copy. You can put a default carbon copy email in here. That allows you to keep an internal record of stuff going out. That can be whatever. That's done in templates. The contract itself, if I go on and view the contract, we'll build that PDF again. Remember, it's taking a bit of time there because it's drawing all of that information, cross-checking it against availability and making sure that it is accurate before it goes off to the client. When this does get sent to the client, they again have the opportunity to electronically sign it. It will come back with that signature for your records and you're able to put that piece of equipment on hire. If I open up the contract, the rental contract there, ours looks a little bit busy because it is a test contract, but your contract here with all of your details formed up as per your template that you've created with any additional charge and whatnot. They can go on and sign it and return it to you, or sign the screen to agree. We go back into our contract phase here. I'm going to close that. Our status would have been sent to client. Let's just say it's accepted. Now, by accepted, that's great. It's not going to go on hire. The status of that is not going to go on hire until the 15th of June because that's the date we've put in. But when we go back to our hire calendar, we should see the asset DTO6 is on a particular contract from the 15th. There's DTO6 from the 15th. If I hover over it, it shows you a little bit of information about that particular customer as well. Obviously within here we can have some advanced search features. I'll go into the hire calendar in a bit more detail once we've got a bit more data in there from various pieces we've done.